pick up your equipment. You head on over to the Flav U Like warehouse, and you are met at the front by...
Is it Sally's salon?
Yes, it is.
Oh!
If I can get it to pop up here.
Hey, girl.
Hey, remember, judges have to be celibate.
I'm just enjoying my voice.
Oh, okay. As long as you're enjoying your voice. All right. That should take care of that. So she meets you at the front. There's definitely a little bit of security there. She's there. She's very smiley. Seems to be kind of happy, kind of bubbly type of personality. And so you park your Lawmasters, I assume, get off and head over to speak to her?
Yes.
Did we get her name already?
Yes.
Sally Salon.
Sally Salon.
It is? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Lane, it's from the comics and So she's ready to speak with you. She's waiting patiently.
Hello, are you Sally?
Judges, so good to see you. Thank you for coming at such a short notice. I am Sally. It's very nice to meet
I'm Judge Steele.
Hi,
These are
Judge
my
Steele.
partners, Noel and Luna.
Judge Null, Judge Luna. Very nice to meet both of you.
So, unfortunately, we have to meet you on these circumstances. Tell us what happened.
Oh, I know, it's crazy, right? So, we are developing new flavors here to add to our lunch so that, we can get to the citizens and they can actually enjoy the stuff. And we had a break-in. In our warehouse, there's just this big hole in the wall. It's crazy. They took a bunch of the stuff and then drove off. Our security couldn't even get to it.
When did this happen?
It happened probably about 4 or 5 hours ago.
And there's no security footage of the break-in?
We do have security cameras if you'd like to take a look.
Of course.
Yes. And how much merchandise did they take?
We haven't got a total yet, but the main issue is that, so we produce regular books, right? We give it out and everything to different agents. What they stole, though, was almost the entire bulk of our juice. So we only had a couple of crates of it because we're still testing out the flavors and we were getting ready to send it out. But they took just that specifically. They took the regular. That.
I have 2 questions then.
Sure.
First is, obviously, do you have a limited amount of people working on that flavor specifically?
Well, so in our lab, we have a couple of human workers, but not very many. We mostly have robot workers, just like everyone else.
What's the name of this new flavor?
We are calling it New Months. NU.
Like NEWMUNC?
No, like NU, but it's a play on words, right? Just like our name, Flav U Like. Oh, it's New Months.
Are there any samples that were not stolen that we could use to help us in locating this flavor?
I'm sure the lab has some. Most of the stock you can check in the warehouse at the crime scene if you want. There might be some of it left over.
Okay.
Can we get a list of the humans that are involved in this project? So those who helped develop it, but also those who are aware of the pallet or the amount that was stolen?
Yeah, absolutely. As a public relations employee, I could definitely.
Okay. Well, let's start with the videos.
Okay. If you follow me, I'll take you to my office. Judge Luna, did you have anything?
No, they've answered perhaps all the questions that I currently have right now. Thank you.
Okay. Well, let's go.
So she leads you in. You head through a factory where there is a lot of production going on, right? There's barely any humans working in the factory. Just just as a reminder, 90% of the population is unemployed because of robots. So she takes you through the factory. You're more than welcome to look around, but everything looks very, very clean. You notice, very clean. And so she takes you up to her office. She gives you access to her computer, and she steps back and says,
I'll stay here, Judge, for whatever you guys need.
Can you pull up the video of the break-in?
Sure, absolutely.
Is it just one video, or are there multiple videos and angles?
As of right now, there is, let's see, there's one camera pointing in the area that it was. So she types in and she pulls it up. And what you see is a wall. And you see these small, well, they're not small. They're probably about Foot Locker size, right? Military Foot Locker size. Luna, Null, do you know what I'm talking about? If I say that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, about EA big. I don't know if you maybe
Okay.
they're big. You could fit a good bit of stuff in it. So there's probably like a stack of 6 of these Foot Lockers there, and they're wrapped in plastic. And they're sealed up. And then as you're watching, the time she speeds it up for a second, nothing happens. And then all of a sudden, the wall blows in. Like there's an explosive set on the outside. And a van comes careening backwards into there. A couple of guys get out, and it's kind of hazy, so it's a little difficult to see, but you might be able to pull some recognition up on them if you try. They get out, they throw 4 of these things into there. One of them opens one of the crates, looks into it, shuts it, and then gets into the van and leaves.
Does he take the one he looks into?
No.
So they don't load anything into the van?
They loaded 4 of the
He
6
loaded
crates.
four of them. But the one that he opened, looked into, and then shut, he did not load.
Okay, I see. I'll turn to Sally and get her attention. Are there any exterior cams?
Let me see if I can pull those up. 1 second, please.
So she taps and taps and taps. So you are able to see that there's a fence, obviously, around it. The van pulls up to the fence, cuts a wire very quickly, maybe with some type of like a las knife or something similar to that, and does a big old hole, and then that's right where they go through. So, and then it's basically back up, get out, place something against the wall, it blows in, they drive in, and then drive out. It literally takes probably 1 minute and 30 seconds from the time that they started cutting those wires.
When we
Or
look
the
at
fence.
go ahead,
It's
Zach.
fast.
I was just going to ask if we're able to see what kind of charges they use on the wall.
No, it's probably a fist size, whatever it was. There was maybe 3 or 4 of them. They just slapped up on the wall, hit a button, and then kind of did one of these.
Okay.
Now, since there's no haze from like explosion dust or brick mortar or whatever, we could probably get maybe more of a chance getting recognition on this camera than the other ones. But
Maybe. It's
still good.
dark, right? Because
Yeah.
you're on night shift, and this happened a couple hours ago, so it was probably as dark happened.
Sally, I have a question.
What can I do for you, Judge?
When did this product arrive into the warehouse?
It arrived yesterday. We were getting ready to ship it off to another one of our manufacturers to go ahead and get.
Can we have a list of who delivered that or who brought it in?
It was all
aware.
through automated system. So
So it was all
I'm more
robot.
than happy to get it for you, but I'm not sure if there will be any dates.
What's the street value of this currently, or estimated? I know it's new.
That's a really good question, Judge. I don't know. I can tell you from what people say, what our scientists are saying is that it could be really, really, really big breakthrough. What I mean, Another problem is that what if that's another company? If the other company gets to it before we do, then that's a big problem. That's the big.
Miss Sally, who's your biggest competitor?
Another one of our competitors. There's a couple of them, honestly. Lux is a very big product. The one of our biggest competitors is broiler mutts. So they actually use the mutts to try to make like almost teriyaki flavored stuff with it.
Out of character, do we need to, if we want to run recognition, like facial recognition on any of these videos, do we need to get a tech judge involved, or can we just do it on our Lawmaster?
You could. So that's a good question too, because when we started the D20 system, right, we were kind of going. I like the 2012 Dredd, so we were kind of doing that with that wrist thing. You don't have that, so the only thing that you could do is take that kind of stuff out to your Lawmasters.
Okay. Sally, can we get a copy of these video files?
Absolutely. So you want the time frame for the break-in?
I want everything we just saw.
Okay, absolutely. Give me 1 second.
She taps and pulls out a little drive and hands it over to you.
Miss Sally, can you tell me again what the name of that competitor was?
Broiler mutts. So Broiler and a space mutts.
How's your relationship with them?
Well, I mean, they're our competitors. We don't. We've never had issue with them, like industrial espionage. Right? I mean, that's the kind of stuff you see out.
I want to go out to my Lawmaster and run that facial recognition.
Yeah, I'll end up going with you
Okay.
just to see what happens.
All right.
Sally, I think we're all done here. Can you give us directions down to the area of the break-in?
Sure, I'd be more than happy to take you down there if you like.
We're going to stop at our bikes real quick to run some of the software, and then we'll be right back in.
Okay, I've been ordered by management to assist you in any way, so I'll stand by and wait.
Thank you very much for your help.
Absolutely, it's my pleasure.
Okay, we go back to our bikes.
So heading back to your bikes, you are then going to try and run facial recognition. So we're going to do our first roll here and see what happens. So who's going to do it?
Well, what's the skill?
It's going to be computer, and so it'll be. Let's go with as a computer check. Let's do your logic. I'll tell you what. I'll even let you choose logic or intuition with any skill that's related to computer use.
I can roll intuition, but I don't really have any computer skills.
I have no computer skills.
Both of my
intuition
intuition or logic are the same. So the only thing that I really have close to computer skills, and this is probably more a subject within our work, but it's criminology. Yeah.
Is what?
It's criminology.
No.
So I don't know that
No, criminology would be more
that would really
about
fall in there.
identifying motive and trying to figure out why people would do the things that they would do. That's a social
Yeah,
science.
where's Smith when we need him?
Right.
Yeah.
We need our tech judge.
It's insert coin to begin. That's where he is.
Oh, he didn't have
no
coin.
coins.
And we
I'll roll
we got no
intuition
coins.
then if no one cares.
What's
I'll
your
do it.
intuition?
Yeah, go ahead.
So
3d6.
we will
mine's
set the difficulty as we'll
screw this
say given the nature of the video and everything, and that you actually went and checked outside, we'll say difficulty 15. That's a pretty basic one.
Well,
No.
Par for the course.
Good job. So, no. So you run through and you check, and it's just the angles that people are at. Maybe they were wearing something over their face, right? That's probably the best bet, is they were wearing, stockings over their face or something, and the facial recognition software that's available in your Lawmaster just doesn't have the ability to resolve who they are.
What about the vehicle they're driving? Is there any information we can pull up on that will
Plate?
help us with any leads?
Absolutely. So you very easily capture the plate with that one. And you find that it is, through your Lawmaster, you find it's coming from a place called Dan's Van Hire.
Okay, and they
Are
own the
there-
van.
Dan hires vans.
so essentially it's like a rental company.
Yep.
Okay.
Do the Is there any other notable things on the van that just kind of make it jump out? Colors, window
Damage.
tint.
I mean, there's
Damage.
definitely some damage on the back where it was too close to the blast. It's a white van. It's basically, every run-of-the-mill passenger or equipment van that you've ever seen on the
Does
road.
it say free sugar on the side?
it's
Sugar.
says free caffeine.
Let's
Funky
go
candy.
check out the break-in site.
Yeah, let's go see that then. We can
Let's
go back
see
in.
that then.
Okay. So you head back in, and of course,
Sally Salon.
Sally Salon is waiting for you.
Hey, Sally. We'd like to go into the warehouse now, please.
Absolutely, I'll take you down.
So she walks with you. She's kind of chit chatty, nothing too standing out. She's very, very helpful, and she just wants to be useful, apparently. Okay, so we'll send that one to the token layer.
There's the warehouse. Nice. Efficient.
There you go.
Plenty of room for the loaders.
Yep.
Safety vests. That's good. Safety first.
Nothing crazy, right? I mean, it's a big warehouse. There's racks on racks on racks on racks of munts in crates, and everything's kind of divided up by either. Why wouldn't you trust me? That's rude. There's a lot of, just everything's kind of divided up by shipments coming in, shipments going out, different ways that things are processed. And then there's kind of an area towards the back where you can see a big effing hole in the wall where, somebody's gone and tried to put up plastic to kind of seal it up. But it's kind of weird because it's this area, it would look kind of like the middle of this thing here, only with everything kind of spread out away from it. It's like this stuff was set there very specifically by itself, away from everything else. And yet the
Sally.
crates that you see, sorry, 1 second, let me finish. The crates that you see match with these Foot Locker looking crates, right? Some are bigger, some are smaller, but it's not like these things would stand out in any way except for that they are right there. The two crates that are there, or that were left behind by the group, are still there.
Sally, these crates with the secret, with the flavor in it, were these a secret at all?
Oh,
for your
yes.
company?
Oh, very much.
Ooh.
This flavor, it's amazing. According to the science, it's amazing. Like it will
Would you-
completely.
Would it be possible to get a list of everyone that knew about this flavor?
Sure, it's pretty limited. I mean, you have the scientists, you have obviously the executive officers, you have myself.
Yeah, and no, this was brought in by an automated machine. So who sets where the product is set down? Obviously, somebody has to tell this
Yeah, is there
machine where
a
to set it.
designated area specific for this new product?
The reason, well, we haven't done any field testing. So essentially, the scientists, right, that are working on it, were the ones that would dictate where it's going to be set. And a general procedure is whenever we have a new product that we haven't done field testing yet, is we ship it out to another sector. We kind of isolate it by itself so that it doesn't get mixed in with any of the other outgoing setups. And so the automated system would bring it down here, very typically done by Droid. It's part of the normal.
So they
I'm
haven't
gonna-
already been designated a specific area. The droids kind of just do that with their own calculations and blah.
Right, absolutely. So whenever there's, and like I said, you can see over here, she kind of motions like as you're walking, that, you know, this is an isolated area. We don't want either our human workers or our droid workers to end up confusing this and accidentally shipping it out, because that could cost us a business.
Sure, that makes a lot of sense, Sally. So this then, you're telling me that this new product was put here by an automated, or was it put here by a human?
No, it was put here. The standard operating procedures is for it to be put there by the droid.
Okay, but if you don't want them to, so who does it? Do they have a program? Does someone program these bots?
I mean, they, from upper management, the CEOs, the scientists can get into the programming as well.
I want to open one of the crates. The one that we saw opened on the camera and then closed again.
Before you touch that there, no.
Yep. I was going to ask about the forensic kit. What exactly does that do? Because I couldn't find it in the page here.
It's a toolkit. You just use it for like investigative roles and stuff.
Okay.
And there's some specific tools it lists in it also for like examining substances. One of the things in it is the snuffler. Adds 1d6 to any check to uncover any clues left behind by a perp.
So that is, in terms of clues, that could be anything from fingerprints to
chemical residue,
DNA.
DNA. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You have
So
one of
actually,
them?
let's.
before that. Yeah, before y'all touch it and contaminate the scene.
Oh, yum,
Yeah.
yum, 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 yum.
Oh,
Oh, this
use
stuff
that,
tastes so good. Oh.
Will somebody
I'm gonna
give me a belly wheel?
use the forensic kit on that crate. I'm going to see if I can pull off any DNA or like fingerprints or anything we could use.
Okay. So let's do a little bit of investigation. Let's see here. What do you got on your sheet? You. Okay, so we have perception, we have intimidate, we have insight, detect a lie. Let's go ahead and do a perception check with, we'll say, intuition plus that 1d6 from the equipment. So that will give you a total of how many dice? 3, 4, 5 dice.
5.
Oh.
Where's the rest of your dice?
What do you mean?
Well, you only rolled intuition. You don't have the perception or the extra die for the...
I rolled that through.
Oh, sorry. It didn't scroll down. I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, so a couple of things that you notice. First off, there's no fingerprints. You're not able to pull any of that up because he was wearing gloves.
Gloves.
I mean, they're idiots. They're not that big of idiots though. So that's a difficulty. When you open up that crate, there is a rancid smell associated with it. Like, I mean, it is completely disgusting. And you open it up, and it's like something got into it, right? There's like, so this stuff is this yellowish kind of almost, I guess, cauliflower looking stuff, right? but it looks like somebody was eating at it. Okay, and there's
Somebody or like an animal.
it just there's missing stuff like, and it doesn't look like it was cut. It's just like it's like either somebody grabbed some or some animal got into it. So some other stuff you notice are the tire tracks. There's skid marks on the ground, not like Noel's pants. Or no, sorry, it was Steele's pants, right? Every time he falls into some goo. So there's no skid mark. There's skid marks on the ground from where the van pulled through. You also find a couple of blonde hairs sitting next to it, and the other crate, when you open it up, it smells great. Like there is just this, like you want to try it. Like you
Is
have
it going to drag us across the room like Disney? We float.
It might. It's that good. Like it is insane smelling. It just smells freaking good, but it looks like snot flour instead of cauliflower.
Real quick question.
Yeah.
Hades did ask, do you not have a thing to show our rolls?
I can set that up for the next time. I didn't I don't have it on this one because this is a new system I'm trying. So you want to see the rolls? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
maybe during the break I can set that up.
Okay. He rolled a 20, an 8 and a 20.
Sally.
I'll set that up during the break if we take one.
Okay.
Yep.
Sally, what is wrong with the months in this crate?
She walks over and she looks in and she.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm pregnant and the smells just are insane.
Well, step
That's
away.
not how
but
No, that's not how it's supposed to. No. That's not how it's supposed to be.
What would cause that?
I don't know.
Sally, why don't you step away from the box?
Thanks.
And she
Just
click,
let
click,
it-
click, click,
just let it go.
She's
Just
wearing
do it.
heels and she's like click, 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 like away really fast. And she's over there trying to compose herself.
This forensic kit that I have, can I assume I have like some sort of, I don't know, container in it that I can take some of this as a sample?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, do the same with the blonde hairs. You might be able to get some Dino DNA from that.
Calm down.
Yeah, I'll
everybody.
take those as well.
Okay.
I'll take a closer look at like the blast in the wall to see if I notice anything else that I didn't see on the camera. But
Yeah, I was gonna say we could use the forensic kit on the blast too. We might be able to get some residue.
1 second, no. Let Steele and Luna do some investigations.
yeah, sorry.
Yeah, God.
What do you guys want to do? Steele's like, I wanna do the forensics on the wall.
I know somebody that's like that. Yeah, I was gonna check the wall since we were going over there. Check for blast residue using the kit.
Okay. So let's take a look at Steely Steel. So sorry, I gotta get close because looking through my glasses, looking through the lens.
What you use for the lens? Pop bottle.
Sun visor.
Nice.
Yeah. So, okay, you can do either a intuition or a logic test, and you can add 1d6 to it. So he rolled a 10. By the way, Hades, just in case. Yeah, is my voice changer coming through okay? That's a really good question. That would kind of be peevish if it's not.
I was just asking because I think in Discord, your noise suppression is cutting it out a little bit for us at points, but
Okay.
it might be okay on the stream.
Okay. So you don't really notice too much about the blast. It definitely was, they were placed in such a way that it allowed for the wall to come down and not completely damage the vehicle. So nothing more than that.
Just by looking at the building and the debris, I'm assuming that it hasn't been cleaned up yet. Am I able to tell, or are we able to tell what the building is made out of?
Well, it's just the rockcrete that almost everything's made out of in the future. So most things are made out of this kind of concrete mixture that is incredibly strong, which is why you can get blocks that extend miles into the sky, and it's incredibly cheap. So that's pretty much what everything is made out of anymore.
Was there anything else damaged besides the wall?
Nope. I mean, they no.
Okay. I want to chat with Miss Salon. I walk over to her. Excuse me, Miss Salon. So it was clear you had an issue with that crate. What was it that we were looking at?
I don't know. That smell, though.
I gotta pee real quick, but keep going.
The smell is just terrible. It's
You
oh,
don't know what that was?
no. It, the according to the scientists, it should be like that. Did you open up the other one?
Yeah, the
it
other
should
one seems to be okay. I'm just curious because did the scientists look at any of this stuff yet?
I don't think so. As soon as we saw that there was a break-in, we called for the judges, and then we kind of sealed off the area so that nobody could get in.
Are these your only samples? Do you have another area, like a secret recipe hiding somewhere?
Just in our scientific files. I mean, that's where we keep all that kind of stuff. So
Okay, so if someone were to try and sabotage this stuff here, it wouldn't be technically your last ability or your last option. You'd be able to make some more.
we should be able to make more. No, this wasn't our only bit. Um, we should be. The scientists have the formula.
Okay.
And where can we find these scientists?
They should be in a lab. I believe it's in sector 18. I could check my records.
Yeah, we'll need the location of that lab and the
Sure.
names of the scientists who are involved.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that any better, Severian?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think Discord's noise suppression was just cutting you out anytime.
It's probably
you weren't clear
because
enough.
I'm inside of a plastic dome.
Out of character, I don't think I have any more questions for Sally.
Okay.
I don't know. I think we have two leads right now: the scientist or Dan's Van Hire.
Dan's Van Hire.
I would say, we could do a quick stop at the scientists, but I think we're going to get more info from Dan's Vans.
Because of our last mission or our street test, I'm suspicious of corporations now even more.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if it's a
Inside
rival
job.
Mm-hmm. Someone's getting paid.
Or they could have been transporting something else in those crates.
Interesting. Never thought about that.
Yeah. Just waiting for Steele to get his headset back on there. So Luna just got done talking to Sally a little more, and we got the location of the scientists.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I don't assume that it looked like. I mean, it seems like something was eating that, but I don't know that that's what caused it to stink. So, I mean, unless it was some sort of animal that puts off some foul odor, or that it's been in there for a while and it just started to mold. Those are my two thoughts kind of on that. But yeah, we can go
That or someone
Van's
had put
van,
something in
or
it
we
to
can go see
sabotage the
scientists.
samples.
What'd you say, Luna?
So that or someone put something in it to sabotage some of the samples, but then if he did one, why didn't he do the other?
Yeah, we maybe we should check the cameras a little further back then and see if anything happened to that crate. Since
Yeah, follow it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then question, Sean, out of character, the cameras and stuff. Do the city streets have cameras and things like that?
There's constant surveillance. I mean, you could probably attempt to get into something like that.
Okay. Well, let's see what we've got with what we have on our plate first, and then go from there.
Okay.
We're gonna check out Dan's van hire.
We're gonna go look at the video first to see
Okay. Good
to
idea.
follow it in, and then we can leave this joint. Blow this pop stand.
Were we going to stop and chat with the scientists?
The scientists are in a
different-
different sector.
They're in a
So you're in
Okay.
sector 20. They could be hundreds of miles away.
Okay. Okay. Let's go look at the video.
Let's go
And
look at the
then
video.
Did Sally Struthers give us a the list of the scientists?
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. So
While they're looking at the video, can I take that list of scientists and like pull up their names on my Lawmaster and see if there's any?
Sure. Yeah,
Is
absolutely.
that what you're going to do, Luna? You do it. Huh? Sorry.
No, too late. No, you already said it. You said it like you do everything else.
No, I was just trying to walk you back.
Just
over
Judge Null, the investigator.
No, go for it. If you've got higher investigatoriness, then rock that out. I was just.
it
trying to
was
figure-
no, it was more intuition or logic. I think he was having them roll.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's go look at the video. Then we'll run it on the bikes.
Okay.
Okay. So the video for the business, right? It cuts out pretty quick because they only have cameras on their surrounding area. Whenever you try to get into the video for outside, you're going to have to do a check. So you want to do a
Okay.
check? Want to do one?
We're okay. So we're looking at just to clarify and make sure everyone's on the same page. We're looking at a video and we're looking ahead or previous to see what happened with the crate. Correct?
Oh, that's my bad. I thought you were trying to look at video from
Yes.
the surrounding
No.
area.
It
If
was
you
something
want-
I thought of, and
No,
kind of
he was
held it in
talking
the
about
back of my mind.
following the package in the entire route.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. Thanks for the ad, by the way. For who is that? That's B Dubs. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you go back to Sally Salon's office, you do a little bit of investigation, you back it up, and you see the crates brought in on a forklift that's driven by a robot. It's dropped off, it's left there. After it's been there for a couple hours, you see Sally. She walks up to the box that the person had opened. She kind of peels back the plastic that's wrapped in it. She opens up the box. She does one of these.
Oh no, she did.
And she just starts shoving food right in her face.
Is she there in the
And
room with us right now?
Yes. And she shuts the lid. She shuts the lid. She wraps it back up. She kind of makes sure that it looks perfectly how it was, and then she clicks away.
And that's the same one that smells like ass.
Yes.
Interesting. Miss Sally, I have a question. The contents of these crates, are they meant to avoid any human contact? Do they have any reaction?
Well, I don't know, Judge. I mean, um, that would be something to ask the scientists. We still haven't, like I said, we still haven't done our field test with it. So, sometimes these things have to be kept in a sealed container, or they can go bad.
Okay.
Why? What's wrong?
Well, I say I'm out of here. Hang on.
I say we bring her in and show her the video. Don't even ask her any questions until she watches it and show her, and then see what her reaction is, and then go from there.
Right.
Unless you guys have a different idea.
That's fine.
That's fine. I'm gonna position myself near
Sally, Sally,
as you run.
Yes, Judge.
hey, can you come here? I need you to watch something for me real quick, please.
Sure. What can I do for you?
Watch this, and we'll go from there. Press play.
I just wanted to try it. It sounded so good. I just wanted to try it, and it turned out it was so good. It was so. I didn't do anything to it, though. I don't know why it got like that. I just wanted to try it. I'm so pregnant right now, and I just wanted to try some of it. The CEO said it was supposed to be the best flavor ever.
Sally? Sally?
I'm sorry. I'm
Out
so
of
sorry.
character, GM, can I roll counseling? To her? Calm her down.
Sally.
Turns off
Stop.
her helmet.
Father voice over here.
Out of character, Sean, can I
Yeah,
roll a counseling to see if I can calm her down?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
Or you could just talk to her. I know your skills.
Alright.
You could try, but using your skills, you can try and calm her down. Sally, shut the up. You need to roll a ability with it too. So that would be your charisma.
Yeah.
So just roll charisma separate.
Oh shit.
Sally.
Judges, I think we have everything we need here.
I agree. We can go ahead and vacate the premises.
Let's leave Sally to deal with this on her own.
Okay.
Just creep. You know how Homer creeps back into the bush?
It just goes back into
Exactly what we're doing right now, but outside the door.
I need wigs too.
I mean, she didn't technically break any law here, right? She just, I mean,
It'd be
maybe
with a company, I'd assume.
yeah, company policy or something. But
Let
is
company
there?
deal with it?
Well, I mean, you can roll for law. There might be something that she broke if you really.
Yeah, I was wondering about that myself, actually.
I mean, I could tell you.
What would it? It'd be vandalism or something?
No, it
Well-
probably has to do with food.
All right, I'll roll a law check.
Okay, so use your intuition with law.
Hey, B-dubs, welcome.
Hi, B-dubs. Sally was crying. She got caught. She got found out. Literally, the hands in the months jar. Did you
New
roll your
months, okay.
intuition check?
No,
Your intuition plus
I didn't know
law.
it was intuition.
Yeah, intuition plus law. So underneath the law, right next to the law, there's a drop box. Select intuition and then click the blue button. Yeah, so there's a couple of different things you could get her on. So the major one is breaking health code violations. So that would be, let's see here, for the criminal codes. You could find that underneath. Trying to remember which one it was.
Is it in
Yeah,
the new
this-
book, the criminal code, or is it just on the
so
link?
the new book doesn't have it broken down by codes. It's just
Okay.
listed as broken laws. So we could go with vandalism, illegal dunking, breaking and entering, armed robbery, tapping. Okay, so it's not on here. It's a health code violation. So she shouldn't have been digging her hands into there, and it caused the loss of product. So you could probably sentence her to up to 6 months for that.
What criminal code is it? You said.
It just we might start dealing away with codes,
Okay.
and use because we switched over to the new system. I do like the idea of codes. I may end up just building my own list. There won't be a code. You can just say for
Okay.
public health violation. You guys going to arrest her?
Hell yes, I am.
I
Okay.
think it's overkill.
Yeah, I do too. We just notify her boss and let them deal with her.
Sally, I need you to take care of this mess. That can't be distributed to citizens for consumption.
Sally, have
Sally,
you done this before?
No, I've never done this before. It was just because it's so. I want more. I don't. They're open up that other.
There's a person in your position. Don't you know your contamination could affect millions of citizens?
I'm sorry.
Well, how would you handle that? How would your company handle that if you happen to be responsible for a large sickness because you put your hands in something?
I don't know.
As I'm chatting with her, I'm calling up Central.
Call up Central.
I just got to say it. They're always listening.
They're
Okay,
always listening.
always
You just
listening.
go.
Hey,
You go like
if-
this.
with
You
the-
go like this. Central.
With that law check, do you want me to do another law check? Because I was curious. Is there something else other than the ISO cubes or the crazy chambers that we talked about?
The coop chambers.
Crazy
No.
chambers.
Yeah.
The crazy chambers. Send him to the crazy chambers. No, but Dredd in some of the comics has done some weird stuff. For example, there was some kids smoking where they shouldn't have been, and he made them walk into the smokatorium for a minute or two or something like that, and they scarred their lungs. So
You just
could,
cut out. Like,
Yeah.
You cut
the whole
out. Yeah.
sentence.
Sorry, can you hear me?
Yep.
Ooh, there's a handy list on the GM screen. Okay, I'll be picking up one of those then. So I'm okay again?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dredd has sentenced people to all kinds of crazy stuff. Like there was some people smoking. You're not supposed to smoke in anywhere but a smokatorium, and there was a couple of kids, and he dragged them over and made them go through the smokatorium without a suit on. And in there, in these smokatoriums, you have to have a suit with a special mask on to smoke, and it ricked them up. So you could theoretically, if you want, sentence people to community
shaming.
service, things like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. All right, I got Central.
This is Central. Go ahead.
Central Judge Luna over here at we're over here at Flav U Like headquarters, and I have a Sally Salon. I am convicting her of health code violation. I won't give her any jail time, but I do want to sentence her to 200 hours of community service within a such as a hospital. That's where her community service will need to be taken. She is go ahead and bring a van out and have her walk on out. Make sure that if you can. No, that's it. Never mind. I'm good. Thank you, Central.
Roger that, Judge Luna.
Sally, I need you to understand the depth of your error. You are lucky that I'm not going to give you any more or any jail time, as I understand that you're in a very high position within this company. And I need you to understand the gravity of your mistake. So with that, you are going to be sentenced to 200 hours of community service at a hospital so that you can better understand the effects of contamination.
Okay.
In the chat, Mark pointed out that page 179, there's like a whole table with all the laws or the crimes.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Would you look at that?
Chump dumping.
Good old chump dumping. My favorite.
My favorite's
like
body sharking.
Ooh, a little bit of body sharking.
You make a
All
song
right.
out of these. All right, let's go to our law masters.
Yep.
To the Lawmasters
Mount up.
and dump some
From the
chumps.
law masters, we could have two people doing two different scans right now. Remember, we were talking about doing the outside video of the van, see if we can trace and see where it might have gone, and then also, I was thinking of running the scientists' names. I don't know if you're on that same page. No, running the scientists' names and see if they have any background, whether it's whatever.
Just a background check, probably.
Yeah.
Yep, you can do that.
All right, so I guess I'll do the scientist. Someone want to do the video of the vehicle?
Go ahead. No.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Since I don't have any computer, would it be under law then? Since it's not law, but
You don't need to do a check. I'm fine with not
Okay.
doing any check. Ooh, Smokatorium stuff's on there too.
I'm gonna listen. I do have to run to the restroom again.
Yeah, you're good. So when it comes to the videos around the outside,
Around the outside?
you don't really say again.
You said around the outside, and I said round the outside.
Oh, around the outside, Two body shark girls go around the outside. So the videos of the surrounding area, you don't find too much. This factory isn't in the best part of town, right? It's a commercial area, so it's not underneath that good of surveillance. Not a lot of crimes happen in the area that require that type of a surveillance, where there's a lot of populace going through. When it comes to the scientists, you don't find really anything special about them. You do find that they went to an actual university. All the names do have corresponding people that go with them, along with pictures showing that they work for the Flav U Like company, and that they have no criminal record. In fact, from the checks, what you're seeing is that background checks are done from time to time on these individuals to make sure that they are still upstanding citizens.
Okay.
All right.
And then I was going to. So you're saying there's no surveillance in the area at all that we can track?
Nothing you can use to track the van.
Okay.
Time to go to Dan's van.
Yep.
Sean said he could hear, but I don't know if he can talk.
No.
He can, yeah, I'm sure he'll be DTF going to Dan's van.
Dan's van.
And wake 'em Hyundai and Dan's van.
How are we doing so far? Everything good?
Good. Yeah. Do you want to do a quick 5-minute break?
I don't
He's
need it.
gone?
I don't need it. If he's probably going to be back any minute. Noel, do you need a break?
Okay.
No, I mean, I'd like to get a drink and stuff at some point.
I'll tell you what. After Dan's van, let's see where it's going to go, and then we can take a 5-minute break. I don't want to go too much
Half that
longer.
sentence cut out. I don't know what's happening.
Okay, so can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do the Dan's van stuff, and then we can take a 5-minute break, and then we'll finish up the session after that.
Okay.
So Dan's van.
Dan's van.
Dan's van.
Steel for strength. Oh, look. Dan's
Yeah, I
fan.
made that. You like that?
That's cute.
Yeah. So I'm gonna keep trying to do all the little cutenesses. So I will add a roll section maybe up next to that 200 or 2000 AD. Okay, cool. All right, so you head to Dan's van, right? It's a company, no, pretty small. Nothing too big. It's small enough that it's not really getting any robot operators. There's a gentleman on the inside. He looks a little overweight, but he's definitely not a fatty. He's just standing behind the counter, and he's watching people as they come in and out. It's a small building. Probably part of another shopping area or another business area with the van stored somewhere else.
Okay, I guess we'll walk in, all judge-like.
Oh, judges! Finally, you guys are here.
Finally.
Dan,
Yeah, I put in a call this morning, I guess I shouldn't say finally. I'm sorry. I'm just a little impatient. This is my business. This is my business. But one of my vans was returned to me, and it was smashed up. And I called you, and you're here.
What's your name?
My name is Dan.
Oh, imagine that. Can you take us to this van?
Dan Cheney.
Come on, Dan.
Come on, Dan.
Let's go see
I'm
this.
More
See
than
this
happy. Come with me, please.
Who rented this van?
A man by the name of Mick Bricklington.
Do you have any further information about this man?
I mean, I have his
ID
license.
card,
We don't
License.
rent our vans out to anybody unless they have a valid license. The
Do you have a
vans
copy of
the automated driver in them isn't so good, so we want the drivers to actually have skill.
Okay, can we get a copy of that license?
Yeah, for sure. Here, and he prints it out, and it comes up, and he hands it over to you. So it has.
Did he have to fill out paperwork to rent this?
I mean, of course, he definitely filled out paperwork for it, but
Does it just show like address, location where he lives, that kind of thing?
yes, it does.
Can we get a copy of that as well, please?
Sure. Let me 1 second while they print this out. And so he prints it out, gives it to you. So, thanks. It's not a hat, it's a helmet, X. Jeez. Anyways, so it is you have a location for him. You have a name. I'm pulling up really quick I forgot to write down the address. It is he lives in the Will Smith block, apartment number. Sorry, 1 second while I grab this. Apartment number 6512.
Okay.
Let's check out this van also.
Yeah, let's go look at it.
Okay. I am the law. So he takes you out and he's chatting at you the whole time. He's like, I've never had this happen before. I give these things out. I rent them. They come back in one piece. People use them to move things around whenever they have to move from block to block or they have a small business and they have to carry things out. I've never had this happen before. Look at this. And he shows you, and it's the back of a van. Big white van, looks very similar to the one in the video. The back of it's kind of smashed up. Looks like it could have had debris. In fact, there's still a layer of kind of like dust and rockcrete left over on it.
Let's open it up.
You open it up. It looks like it was cleaned out. Not cleaned out as in like somebody scrubbed it, but there's nothing into there. Like there's no magical.
We could use the forensic kit on it, see if we could find some prints.
Sure, who's going to roll it?
Were you using logic or
Logic, intuition, and the skill would be any of the investigation ones or perception.
I can do perception if no one else wants to do it.
Yeah, you want to do that? I don't have that.
Sure. Intuition with perception?
Yep.
And another D6 from the forensic kit.
Correct.
25.
So you rolled a
3
25.
sixes.
Oh, look at that.
Almost 3 sixes.
Money,
So
money,
critical.
money.
So you go up to the front of the van. By the way, whenever you roll 666, that is a critical. So essentially, something good happens. In this case, Judge Null is kind of investigating around, and he finds wrappers for food. Okay, so it's just probably some burger joint or Munt's burger joint. Like, it's nothing special. But what's kind of cool is that by looking at the number of wrappers and then comparing to the previous videos that you've seen, you figured out that this is probably done by 4 different people together.
Okay. It looks like we have 4 perps here.
Did he pull any prints, or just he was just able to find out that it was 4 different people?
I mean, there's not a whole lot of other forensic information in there. The perps were obviously wearing gloves, so there's no prints. You might have been able to find hair. I can rule that you found hair, but you're going to have to actually take that back.
Does
to get it
Dan?
investigated.
Does the vehicle have trackers on it?
I mean,
Like that you're able to see where the vehicle rides?
we have like the load jack on them, but that's only whenever they go missing we can
stolen.
locate them. And that has to go through you, Judge. We can't do that.
Right, but you personally don't have a way to see where these vans go?
That would be very illegal, Judge. No.
Okay. Can I see if he's lying? Do I tell that he's lying?
What? Why would anybody in this game ever lie to you?
I mean, I'm picturing a fat guy with a half moon on his head and
Yes, you're picturing
stubble
it
on his
exactly
chin
right.
and
Yep. He's
greasy
got kind of like
frickin' shirt,
looks. Yep. There's definitely a grease stain on his bowling shirt.
mustard.
Use your birdie.
Yeah. Quack, quack.
Okay. So you'll add 1d6 to your. Hey, stop moving. I need to. I gotta stop moving. I need to look at your sheet.
Oh.
Intuition plus interrogation. So the max you can roll though is 5. So your intuition is 3. Your interrogation is 2. So even if you use the birdie, it's not going to help you. So just
Birdie.
roll the interrogation with the appropriate skill. So you go to interrogation.
Yeah.
You do the
clicked it.
drop box. And
2.
you click on intuition, and then you click the blue button.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And no extra modifiers?
Nope, because the max. So because of your
Max is
career
5?
skill, the max
Yeah.
you can do is 5.
Oh.
He's definitely not lying.
Okay. All right. I believe you. I believe you.
Can I don't want to like set up the
The bomb?
you know, I don't know. I don't want to start doing the whole. Oh no, we lost Luna. I don't want to do the whole thing where we keep retrying skill rolls or whatever. But can I use my birdie also?
What?
If
What?
that's like, I'd be like, no, he's not lying. And you're like, no, seriously, he's fucking lying. Dude.
All right, yeah, go
I mean,
ahead. Intuition
Mic check,
plus
mic check.
interrogation. Yeah, you're good.
I've been talking this whole time.
detect lie
Okay.
with what is that? Intuition, I'm
Yep.
guessing, or charisma. Okay. Intuition, detect lie, and 1 more d6 because of the birdie.
As long as it doesn't take you over 5.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Puts me at 5. Rolled a 17.
Well,
He's definitely not lying.
Okay.
Is that? Can I do a law check? Oh wait, never mind. He's not lying. It's probably definitely illegal. That's what I've been trying to say this whole time. I'm like, let me check my laws. And I wonder why no one was talking to me. I think figured you guys are all just being jerks.
No, tracking of a private citizen would definitely be illegal unless you're a judge.
okay. Well, I mean, these guys are pigs, so.
All right. Do you guys have anything else you want to check out here? I don't.
Yeah, did we notice
Yeah.
what kind of fast food wrappers they are?
No, they're just from some generic company.
Dan,
Munts are us. What?
Mr.
Cheney?
You have,
My cousin's
you have
named
video cameras
Ozzy.
on the premises?
No, just inside.
Okay, yeah, inside, like at the desk where you sign people in. Can we check those out, please?
Sure. So he takes you over, and sure enough, there's the guy that matches with the driver's license running the thing. He just looks shady, right? Just looks shady. And he's just kind of,
Y'all got any more of that sugar?
you know.
Is there anybody with him?
No.
The camera's pointed. I assume it's at the desk.
Yes.
Okay. Does that camera? Does it point anywhere toward like its angle where you can see through the windows outside?
No.
Okay.
It's just pointed down, like from the back towards.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the angle would allow us to see what's outside too.
No.
Yeah, I don't think of anything else. You guys?
Let's go pay a visit to Mick
Mick Bricklington?
Bricklington.